Hi, welcome back. This is video 3, and this is all about what Google wants and the strategy. Now, we don't know exactly whether this is true or not, but based on the data we have seen, and based on data that has not only worked for us, but for many others, is that Google likes brands. Now, it's not necessarily that they are particularly liking brands because brands make a lot of money or anything like that. But what we've realized are certain variables that make a brand stand out. So they don't exactly go out and tell people they like brands, but based on the data we've seen, we have seen that brands rank better. So why is that? Why is that Google seems to rank brands better? It's because brands last long term, and they often provide value. Remember, going back to what makes the visitors happy, it's the value that they are offering, or at least the majority. So you will notice that brands tend to have really good following of fans that love their content. Okay, so why is that important? Well, their concern isn't necessarily the brand, but giving people that are searching certain keywords on Google or YouTube, giving them what they want. Now you'll notice that brands attract consistent following as well. So Google likes it when they find there is not only a good following, but good engagement, good interaction. So their fans click and engage with their content more. And YouTube likes that. They love engagement. If you take a look at videos that rank really well, you will notice commonality, and you will notice they have lots of likes. They have lots of comments. Essentially, they have engagement. And engagement is essentially the currency of YouTube. So whether somebody gets a bad comment or a good comment, hey, a comment is a comment. Okay, comment essentially, if you think about it, is worth about $1. Now, we're just saying that because it's like currency, engagement. Now, this means there are a higher CTR, or in other words, click-through rate. So if you have fans that really love specific brand, they are more likely to come back over and over again. So higher engagement is what Google likes to see. Higher engagement means that fans really like the content. Makes sense. So this is based on the data that we have received and based on the data we have observed. So the strategy here is to make it look like you are a brand, okay? And you do backlinking like a brand, okay? Makes sense? So what does backlinking like a brand look like? Well, if you think about visitors that are coming to that brand, they are looking at it, they're engaging with it, sharing it with their friends. Now, like I said earlier, there is no exact science, like this is the way it is, but based on data that we've gathered over the years and what we see, what works and what hasn't, we can safely say that looking like a brand is better for your YouTube channel. And of course, gathering a fan base and a good following that is interacting with your content is also key. Now, if you look at brands, they have many social properties besides YouTube channels. Okay, they've got Facebook, they've got Twitter, they have Snapchat, and much more. So it only makes sense for your brand to have the same properties in your brand name and interlinking to each other. So let's say, for example, you upload a video to YouTube, then it's going to make sense for you to post that same YouTube video or share it via Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, etc. So essentially, we're interlinking them together. That kind of brings us to this strategy, which is the ring. You're basically interlinking everything together. So, like I said, for example, you post a video on YouTube, it needs to be pushed on Twitter, your Facebook page, other social properties. Fortunately, because it's going to be automated, once you do that, it will trigger and you'll automate the whole process. So it makes sense because your fans will be located at these different social properties. So some people will be on Facebook, others will prefer Twitter, some will prefer maybe Snapchat or Instagram or a number of social media out there. But if you think about it, it sounds very time consuming and tedious, right? Oh, yes, it can be. But once everything is set up, it will actually make your life a lot easier. But like I said, don't worry. We're going to show you how to speed things up with a few dollars. Okay, now we're going to recommend how you can do that to where you'll spend as little as possible, but get a big bang for your buck. Okay, so with that said, let's move on to video 4.